Hey guys, it's Ashley, one of Donna's Recipes brand ambassadors. Can't wait to see you guys popping up here. Hey, go ahead and drop in the comments where you guys are from. I'd love to find out. Also, happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is what I usually say, but I haven't had any tacos yet. Hey, I see you guys all coming in. I hope you guys have had an awesome Tuesday so far. I know I have. Ooh, Las Vegas. A vacation spot I can't wait to take one day. Hey guys, welcome in. Hey, KDAFANTC, hello. Dallas, Georgia. Oh, we got Maryland people here. And yes, you are right, it is Taco Tuesday. Welcome in, guys. It is Tutorial Tuesday, not just Taco Tuesday. And that's what I'm excited about to share with you guys today. Ooh, Maryland, Hollywood of the South. That is hilarious. I love Georgia, though. NYC, LA, Montclair. Oh, you guys are from all over the place. Texas. Hey. Well, as you guys are coming in, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Ashley. As I said, I am one of the Donna's Recipes brand ambassadors. And today I will be doing a tutorial with you guys about how I take down my twist. This is a Twistout Takedown. While we are here, again, be sure to drop in the comment section any questions you guys may have, any type of hairstyles you guys have been thinking of, or even if you've done a twist out before, or if this is your first time seeing a twist out. I hope what I'm able to provide for you guys is a big help for you guys to go ahead and give it a try for yourselves. As you guys can see, I have 4 twists in. Typically I do around 4 to 6. I was a little bit on the lazy side, so I went ahead and went for 4 this time. And if you're wondering what is in my hair, I can't wait to show it to you. I have it here. Currently in my hair, since I just washed my hair about a day ago, I have the Donna's Recipe. This is from their sweet potato pie collection. I have the extra creamy hair cream, and this one smells so good, and it's one of the OGs. And following up with the hair cream, since it is winter where I'm from, I use the cream and I pair it with the gel. This is the lovely, beautiful whipped vanilla cream curl enhancing gel. This one has a light to medium hold. So I usually use this one because this paired with this one together is a done deal as far as for twists. Typically, since I do twist outs, every time I do a wash day for my hair, I sit under my hooded dryer, which I have at my house. And once my hair is fully dry, when it's time for me to take it down the next day, I typically use the Donna's Recipe Strength Oil. And I'll be showing you guys just in a couple seconds how I actually end up using this oil when I'm taking these twists down. Let me see who else has joined in with us. Hey, friends. Again, as I said, happy Tuesday. The week is moving by pretty fast, I'd say. I'm glad that everybody is coming in. So, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and jump in with this tutorial. As I said, feel free to comment below any questions you guys may have regarding any of the products, or if you have any questions as far as for how I get the twist in my hair. If you're anything like me, I am definitely a fan favorite of some of the childhood hairstyles that I had, plaits being one of them. So if you guys definitely know these as plaits, same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. And again, hey friends that are just joining in to my Tutorial Tuesday. So I am going to, go ahead and take out my strength hair oil. And if you guys did not know, this stuff has absolutely beautiful natural ingredients in it. It has 18 natural oils and powders. I not only use this for my scalp, but I also do use this starting at the ends of my hair, and I will show you guys how. So I take just about this much. I'm going to oil my fingers And I'm doing this because since my hair is fully dry right now, I want to ensure that the moisture stays locked into my hair from the products that I used. So I typically have my twist in, again, as I said, for a day, and then this wash and go typically lasts me for about a week and a half, which is a record for me because my wash days used to last about 3 hours, and my wash and goes would last maybe about 2-3 days. So with these two lovely products here, my wash and goes have lasted way longer than usual, and that's always a plus for me because I do wash and goes no matter what the season is. So I have my fingers nice and oiled and shiny. I'm going to start at the ends of my hair. And just in case you guys are wondering, I have type 3 hair. But again, these products are for all hair types, all textures alike. Doesn't matter what kind of curls you have or even straight hair, even locks. This is for all of it. So I start at the bottom, making sure that I oil the strands of my hair one at a time. And I'm going to just very slowly unravel, doing one twist at a time. And once I go ahead and get to the bottom, look at the bounce, by the way, guys. Then I end up just pulling my hair apart, again, making sure that my fingers are fully saturated with the oil. So that way the moisture that's already there continues to be locked in. And this is already the first results right here. And again, this is with the cream and the gel alone. This is perfect, especially if you are living in an environment where your hair gets frizzy pretty easily, whether it's due to the environment of the heat or in the cold. And since our hair typically does get drier in those extreme temperatures, this is perfect, especially if you are very good with your twists. And even if you're not, again, this is beginner friendly. So I have the first twist out. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more oil. Saturate my fingers with it. Go ahead and rub that in. And this stuff smells amazing, by the way. It has like a tingly type of, like, it smells like a minty smell in a sense. So again, I'm going to start at my ends, and I'm going to pull apart one by one. I'm making sure that I'm careful not to yank on my hair, just like as I do when I do twist my hair. I want to make sure that I'm gentle with it because, again, if we're gentle with ourselves and we're gentle with our hair, it gives plenty of room for it to continue to flourish and grow. And again, just taking a look at the results. My hair is already shiny thanks to the oil, plus it smells good and it's moisturized. So this is twist in, this is twist out. Go ahead and drop some questions in the comments if you guys have any. And go ahead and let me know, have you ever done twist before? And if you haven't, would you consider it? We're going to go ahead and go for second strand. And again, hey girlfriends that are just now popping in, I'm doing my takedown of my twist. And thank you for those that are showing love. I see it down there with the hearts below. Again, I'm unraveling one at a time. And you see how with the cream and the gel paired in my hair, this is the exact definition that I'm always looking for when I do mine. If you guys can see this right here, this is how I know it's going to be a good week. Being a person. Yes, these are twists and not braids. I don't do braid outs too often. I usually do twists because it's a much quicker method for me, especially when I do have wash and goes that I do. So yes, these would be twists. If I was going to do braids, typically I would have more than 2 sections of hair. So I would probably take the same amount of hair and I would separate it into 3 pieces, and then I go one over the other. But for this, I ended up doing 2 sections, and all I did was just take my hair, just do a normal twist, a normal plait, again, as some people may remember from the good old days when we were kids. Let's see, I see some other questions up here. Oh, thank you, DRenee1231. I definitely have grown to love my hair a lot more, for sure. I'm glad that I have learned over the years how to take care of my hair so that way I can encourage others to do the same. Let's see, J Scales 1982. Would that method work for short hair? Yes, it would. So for you guys that don't know, I did a big chop back in 2021. Honestly, I can show you my hair used to be about hip length, and I cut it up to my shoulders a couple years ago. So when my hair was at shoulder length, when it was straight, then the shrinkage, of course, made my hair just about to here, closer to my mid-neck length, when it was curly. So I started learning how to do twists at the time when my hair was starting to grow back. So that way when it was longer, this is a great protective style that I use without adding extra hair. So yes, absolutely, doing the 2-strand twist is perfect for short hair or long hair. Even when my hair was long and I did natural twists, even when they went down my back, and even to where they are now, this is a much easier method for me to use. And again, it keeps my hair from getting dry very quickly, which my hair tends to. Let's see. CHELED, Sugar Wells. Learn to do 2-strand twists. Well, girl, absolutely join the club. I promise you, the twist community is a great community to be in because, again, it gives your hair a break. I don't like to manipulate my hair on a daily basis because, again, I am in the notion of encouraging growth, and not just natural growth, but also the growth from leaving my hair alone sometimes. So when I do have my hair in twists, it could go for more than a couple days. And again, with the products that I use, they do last much longer than they typically used to. So I promise you, it is much easier than it looks, but of course it just takes practice. Mine aren't always tight. My twists are not perfect, but I know that as long as I start as close to the root as I can, it's a very easy step-by-step pattern just to go into the twist. I'm loving this question you guys are asking. Twists are a challenge for me. I understand. I was there. I was certainly there. I wasn't understanding how I could just get it to root, and I'm actually still in the process of doing so now. But the more that I practiced with it for every wash day that I did, the more I could see that my results were actually beginning to show. And again, one tip that I can for sure count on, because again, I was a beginner myself, I always try to make sure that even if I don't have straight parts, I don't always use a rat tail comb. I take my fingernail and then I try to make about a small to medium sized parting when I do my twists. I always make sure my hair is fully saturated with water because I twist my hair while it's wet. And once I do that and I detangle it through and I add the products, that's when I start the twisting. The slip is much easier for me once my hair is already detangled and it is wet. So that way when I do pull it through my hair and I do start with the twist, I'm not ending up with finger tangles because that is another story. Okay, I see some other people also doing twists. I'm glad to hear it. Again, this is one of my favorite type of styles because I get the definition that I want. Plus, I give my hair a little bit of a break for a day, so I'm all for it. I absolutely love doing this. And I certainly agree with you. I want to say it's Shalade Wells. My hair definitely will get tangled after a while, but one of the things that I do to combat that, not only do I pair it with oil, but before I put oil in my hair, if I'm going to keep my twist in for more than 2 days, I like to spray it just a little bit with the misting water. Donna's Recipe does have one of their misting bottles. That's only available online, but I typically spray my scalp first, and then I spray down to the root, just about in this notion. And as I'm spraying the water, I'm squeezing my hair. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to really lock in the water and obtain that moisture that my hair needs, especially before it starts locking up. With my type of hair texture, since I have medium and low porosity hair, which means that water sometimes sits on top of my hair and it takes quite a bit for it to really engulf my strands. When I'm squeezing it into my hair and then I re-add the products without untwisting my hair, that helps especially with those tangles. I typically have to detangle my hair much often than usual, but again, to mitigate any of those tangling issues, especially when it starts to get up to the back with the tangles, I always mist my hair in between those days, so that way my hair stays moisturized but not soaked in water. Does this product help with tangling? Absolutely, and especially if you are referring to their hair cream, this is what I use to detangle my hair. Typically when I'm in the shower, I wet my hair completely, Takes about 5-10 minutes because, again, my hair is low porosity. And then I add this to my hair, and I always start at the roots when I'm detangling. There are plenty of methods that anybody can use to detangle their hair. I sometimes use a detangling brush, but oftentimes I will also use my fingers. I just take about 3 or 4, and I try to run it through my fingers very carefully, so that way I can avoid as many fairy knots as possible, which would be the tiny knots that sometimes are in our strands, because again, our hair may be experiencing a bit of breakage. It may be a little bit too dry when it's time for us to go ahead and wash them. So I would say that absolutely, I do stand on this product when it comes to getting rid of those tangles, because I face tangles a lot with my hair. And when I do my twists, it actually does keep my hair from getting as tangled as it usually would. Again, with these products that I have, the curling cream and the gel, this helps because the more defined my curls are, the less of a hassle it's going to be when it's time to detangle it. When my hair is frizzy and it's more dry and I don't have as much moisture in it as I usually should, it is quite a time when it comes to detangling it. It takes much longer than usual. Let's see, what do I do at night? Again, I'm loving these questions. Thank you guys for being active with me tonight. I typically, if my hair is not in twists, like it no longer is now, I usually take about, let's say about 4 satin scrunchies. I separate my hair with the same type of separation method that I use with the twist out. For example, I have 4 twists in my hair, so I'm going to take a satin scrunchie and I'm going to ride it all the way up to the top of my hair. I'm going to take another one and then I'm going to go ahead and close off the bottom. Once I do that with all 4 sections, I have one of the satin scarves. I wrap my hair with the satin scarf facing this way, and I wrap it from the back. Then I top it off with a satin bonnet. And of course, I have the triple threat. I also have a satin pillowcase. So again, that is just more protection for my hair, so that way when I do wake up in the morning and work my regular 9 to 5, I know that when I wake up, my hair is going to look just as beautiful as it does now. And the definition stays. I experience less frizz, my apologies. And of course, again, since my hair is defined, it lasts longer. Definition almost always equals a longer lasting twist out or a longer lasting wash and go. If you're a volume type of friend, I'm all for that. Making my hair look bigger and longer, since sometimes shrinkage will do me wrong, is also something that I stand by. And you would achieve the same results at night if you do wrap your hair up, or if you do have satin scrunchies, or even just using a pineapple method, which is what I do. Sometimes when I'm not in the mood to find all my scrunchies all over the place. Just flipping my hair over and using one hair tie or one satin scrunchie and then popping the bonnet on top of that, or just sleeping alone with a satin pillowcase, is enough to keep my hair locked in the definition that it's in right now. Oh, you're welcome. Again, hey friends that are joining in. So as you can see, I have fully untwisted all of my 2-strand twists, and the definition is top tier. I mean, if you guys can see it, this is the exact type of coils and curls that I'm looking for that will last me for the rest of the week. And if you're anything like me, my outfit is not complete if my hair is not looking good. So this is looking good. This is exactly what I love to see when I do my twist out. And it's such a simple thing for me to do, because it took me, no more than about 5-10 minutes. This is perfect for if you're in a rush, if you have an appointment to get to, or you have work that is a couple minutes from the time schedule that you're on. This doesn't take me long at all. Nice, easy, with the definition I need. This is perfect. Let's see. How do you apply the cream and gel? That's a great question. So this is what I start off with first, but before any products are applied to my hair, I always make sure my hair is saturated with water. If I am not washing my hair, and this is a refresh, which means that this is in between my wash days, typically I will mist my hair with water. I don't want it to be dripping wet, but I do want it to be wet enough that the products will start to saturate my hair shaft. I take out the extra creamy hair cream. I typically take about a 3-fingerful. So I use about this much per section. And again, I typically separate my hair into 4 sections. Sometimes I do 6, which means that I'll still use the same amount of product, but I'll separate it into smaller twists for the next time. So once I have this in my hair, I have the section, then I end up applying it starting with the roots, and then I go down to my ends. I always make sure I kind of cup the ends a bit with the cream. So again, this is my base after the water. And because the base is going to be where the definition is held the most and the moisture is held the most, I want to make sure that I add plenty of it. Once I have the curl cream in my hair, then comes the gel. Before I add the gel, I again spray my hair with water again, because now I'm getting my hair ready to add more saturation and definition to it. I take about this much gel per section of my hair, or per twist that I'm about to do. And once I spread it on my fingers, then again, I start from root and I go down to the ends. Once I'm finishing filing that through my hair, then I'll typically take my detangling brush that I have, or I'll use my fingers, and I either will finger coil, which again, I can show you guys a quick example of that with one of my frizzy pieces. I take a quick piece and then I coil it like such, and then the definition I can tell is already there. So again, this is when my hair is wet, and once I have the cream and I have the gel both in my hair, I wet it one more time with just a mister, and that's when I start the twisting process. So again, I'm hoping that that answered your question, being a person. So if you guys have any other questions, I am readily available for you guys. And thank you again for joining me on this live. If you guys would like to try a twist out for yourself, or even just take the products for a spin, these are available on Donna's Recipes website. And again, this is the extra creamy hair cream, and this would be the whipped vanilla cream curl enhancing gel. I have another question. Do you dry your set, or do you air dry? So I actually do both. Since it's the colder seasons right now, and I don't like to go to work with my hair wet, since I do have to work outside at times, I have a hooded dryer. And if I don't have my hooded dryer with me, then I just take a simple blow dryer with a diffuser, and I go section by section into my hair. If my hand were the diffuser, this is about how close I hold it to my hair. First, I start off by hovering, and then I'll go in and really hold it for about 10 seconds to lock in that heat, and just to make sure that my curls are set. So when it's warmer weather, when I don't have to sit under a dryer because the air will dry my hair itself, then it would be just about the same process. It typically takes my hair about 4.5 hours to fully dry when it's air dry with the sun. But to answer your question, in this season and in most aspects, I do not let my hair air dry. I actually sit under my hooded dryer. You're welcome. Again, glad I can answer any questions that you guys may have. Also, go ahead and, if you can, drop in the comments, what is your favorite Donna's Recipes product? And if you haven't tried their products yet, what's a product you've really been itching to try? There's such a plethora of amazing creams and gels and oils and just products overall that makes this, again, one of my go-tos for sure. If you've ever tried one of their products, which one is your favorite? If it's not the cream, you guys, I would have to go for the leave-in. The leave-in conditioner is one of my favorites. I'm a big leave-in girly, so leave-ins are typically for when the weather is warmer for me. But creams are where it's at right now because, as I said, it is cold over here. I'm just waiting for that spring weather. But if the cream is not my favorite, or if the leave-in is not my favorite, then I'd have to say in my top 5 definitely have to be the gel. This has been a gem for me, and I've been waiting so long for Donna's Recipe to drop their gel, and I'm so glad that they did, because this is a game changer for sure. I'm always looking for a gel that helps with both definition and volume, and the gel does just that. Hey guys that are also joining in as well. If you missed the beginning, I just did a top of the line twist out with the cream and the gel, and the results speak for themselves. I don't even have to say anything, guys. This definition is absolutely amazing right here. And of course, again, this will last me up to about 3 or 4 days before it's time for me to refresh my hair. And by that time, I'll just reapply the cream and the gel with the mister. And once my hair is back in the twist, when it's time for me to take it down, the strength oil comes to the rescue once again. Now my hair will be moisturized for the rest of the week. And since it's still the beginning of the week, I am absolutely excited to see the results just continue to flourish. And again, if you guys have any questions for me, I am ready to answer them. Okay, so I see some people have some favorites. So the creamy hair and scalp oil, yes, and the strengthening oil, yes. Both of those oils are absolutely fantastic. And honestly, when it comes to the oils, I don't have a favorite. I like them both. I use them both. Doesn't matter the season for me. Let's see. Just find this product I have looks, but I want to transition to 2-strand twist. Okay. And again, if I could recommend anything for you, speaking from somebody that had to start from the very beginning when it comes to taking care of my hair, I had to learn how to do it myself. I always say start with a simple method. Using multiple products from multiple brands at once isn't always the best way to go. But sticking with one product line and trying to mitigate at least the use of 5 or 6 products at a time is what I try to aim for. If there's a method that I could recommend that I've done before, if you would like to give it a try one day, would be the LCO method, which would be liquid, cream, and then oil. I know for me, sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll do a leave-in, a cream, then a gel, or a liquid, cream, and gel, which is LCG for me. And as you guys had just seen, I did use the liquid for my hair, I used the water, then the cream, and then I used the gel. Any of those methods that work best for you, once you are able to understand what your goal is, whether it's volume or it's definition. Those are some of the methods that I tried when I was teaching myself how to do my hair. Let's see, what would be a good product for me? Honestly, if I could do a beginner's guide over live, typically what I recommend, again, would be either a cream if you're looking for some definition, and a gel, especially if you want to lock in the definition. If you're looking for just volume, you can either use a leave-in alone or you can use a cream. And just to make sure that your hair stays moisturized throughout the week, depending on how long you would like it to last, follow it with an oil. And again, this is perfect for not only the scalp, but also for the ends. The ends is the oldest part of our hair, so we want to make sure that we don't end up with any splits or any fairy knots, so that way our hair continues to flourish from the top to the bottom. So again, if I could recommend any one product, that'd be a little tough considering Donna's Recipes has so many. But if I were going to start off with doing twists or doing just a regular wash and go, I always start off with the cream. This one's a in the middle type of product because a leave-in is light. A cream is typically heavier. So if you're looking for something just to start off with, but you don't want the product to cake onto your hair, a light cream like this one would definitely be something that I would recommend. And again, this is speaking from somebody that also had to come from the humble beginnings. I had to learn how to take care of my hair once I cut it. And since the big chop, I have learned how to make sure that it's health over length, for sure. I could have the longest hair, but if it's not healthy, it's not worth it to me. I have those products I'm going to try tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what your results are. Be sure to send me a direct message if you like to. If you have any questions, again, even after the live ends, I'm more than happy to answer them. I'm here for you guys. I'm just here to encourage everybody out there to embrace the curly crown that they were blessed with. Can't wait to see those results. I use all of Donna's Recipe right now and have been for almost 3 years. Yes, 3-year anniversary. I love that. See, ever since I've discovered Donna's Recipe, I mean, my hair has changed for the better. And I mean, it's not just a cliche comment, it's the truth. I am all for locking in with healthy hair. Healthy hair is my goal this year and for the years to come. And if that means I'm going to use some top tier products to achieve that health, I'm all for it. I'm on it. Oil seems to give me dandruff. Is there certain oils I should look for, or should I just stay away altogether? I will say, when it comes to oil, oil isn't necessarily a moisturizer. Oil is a sealant, meaning that if my hair is already dry and I have some dandruff flakes, me just putting oil on top of my hair alone is not going to fix the dandruff in a sense. And what I learned is typically when I start with a liquid like water first, then I add the oil on top of it, we know that typically oil and water don't mix. But in this instance, you don't want to put oil on top of already dry scalps because, again, that's just almost in a sense putting a shield over the dandruff, but it's not healing the dandruff. So if I start with a clean scalp and then I have the products and I add the oil to it, typically that helps with my dandruff. I know sometimes my hair gets dry very, very quickly, and it's even worse in the winter time. So to combat that, so my hair stays moisturized longer, I do still use the oils, but I don't just drop oil in my hair and then I call it a day. When I put drops of water in my hair first, I make sure my hair has water and products in it without it being caked on. That's when I top the oil. The oil is typically the last step for me. I wouldn't necessarily say to stay away from oils altogether, but I will say if I could recommend anything, making sure that you are speaking with your dermatologist. That's something that I did as well. Having somebody that has expertise and understanding your scalp personally will definitely help to make sure that you're using products that work best for you and for your hair. And again, this has 18 natural oils and powders to stimulate the follicles. So there's no harsh ingredients in any of the oils at all, whether it's the strength oil or it's the nut-free oil. But again, making sure that you're working best for what works with your hair is what our entire aim is. So again, if I could offer advice, before putting the oil just on top of your hair alone, ensuring that your hair is moisturized with water first or with a product first, then adding the oil on top of it seals the moisture in instead of keeping the moisture out. And again, thank you guys for the questions. Okay, notice those little knots in my hair. Absolutely. And if you are referring to the little knots that sometimes look like the knots in people's shoelaces, yes, those would be the fairy knots. Those ones typically are a little bit tricky to get rid of, but again, this is why I always have a big focus on making sure that my ends are moisturized. And because this is the oldest section of my hair, I want to make sure that I mitigate as many fairy knots as possible. And by doing so, by sealing it with an oil or sealing it with the right products, I can go ahead and control those fairy knots and try to get them under wraps. Of course, that does also pair with getting trims. I am a big trim getter and a big pusher on getting trims because, again, it is health over length over here. I wouldn't want my hair to be breaking all the way up to the ends of my hair shaft and up to my roots, because now I'm going to have to start my goals all over. But hey, we're healthy here over here. We are all healthy here. I want to get my hair and scalp healthy. Absolutely. A healthy scalp always equals more growth. If your scalp is moisturized, then that can help the rest of your hair to continue to stay moisturized as well. Because if we are going to be stimulating those follicles and making sure that hair growth is actually happening, because your hair grows no matter what. I know there are some people who say, oh, my hair doesn't grow, my hair doesn't do anything. And yes, there are medical factors that do pertain to that. But all in all, we are humans, we are alive, therefore our hair grows no matter what. So starting with a healthy scalp automatically ensures that your hair has a chance to grow and to flourish at the same time. I would never want my hair to grow and break simultaneously. But if my hair is moisturized and I make sure that I keep it that way and I'm not using harsh hairstyles or harsh products, unlike Donna's recipe, then the growth is definitely on the way and it will continue. Again, thank you guys for joining in. And again, I hope that everything that I'm saying has been beneficial or helpful to you in any way. I try my best to just make sure that what I'm saying is backed by the facts and backed by authenticity. I have been through it. I've been through the long hair and the short hair phase. My hair has been down my back and now it's up to my shoulders. But again, with healthy hair products, as you can see, growth is possible. It's possible. Healthy hair is absolutely possible. This will be a couple years since my big chop, and from my hair stopping at my shoulder to now going back down my back again. It's proof that with the right products and the right nourishment, your hair will flourish. It always has a chance to flourish. I use it first, then cream, so I try doing the opposite. Okay, and again, if you have any questions, be sure to go ahead and ask away. My Instagram handle is just another.curlygirl. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in my direct messages. I'm always available to answer any questions, or if you guys have any concerns with anything just hair related, I'm here for you. Let's see some other comments that are down the line. It happens when I untwist my hair. Absolutely. And I know that I've also been through that before. I know sometimes when I'm rushing to untangle my twists or try to get this out of the way so that way I can get ready for work, typically that would be my reminder that I maybe need to slow down a bit. For example, if this is the ringlet that I have and I would like to untwist this some more, if I start here, I'm almost guaranteed to have tangles. I try my very best while my fingers are still oiled. I'm going to start at the very end of my hair, and then I'm going to slowly work my way out of it. This ends up eliminating completely, or almost completely, the chance for those fairy knots or those tangles to appear. I'm gentle, I'm not too rough, I'm not raking my fingers through my hair as I'm pulling out the ringlets, because if I do so, then I risk the chance of frizz, and I risk the chance of, again, accidentally breaking my hair, and that's not what I want to do. So I completely understand when you do untwist, again, if I could recommend anything, slow and steady wins the race. We already know that common fable, but again, this is a fact when it comes to taking care of hair. Rushing through any hair care, rushing through styling your hair, sometimes can end up with some frizz, some tangles, or some breakage. And we don't want that this year or any year coming up. So I start at the bottom, and I slowly work my way up, just making sure that I'm ever so careful paying attention to any knots. And if I do end up with some, instead of me using a rat tail comb, again, I take my fingertips. And I carefully, with wet or oil fingers, pull apart the knot one by one without breaking or stretching the hair too much that the follicle breaks and snaps. Because when you hear that snap sound, you know that's not a good sign, and that's not what we want. Let's see, how often do I wash? So I wash my hair once a week. I know that sometimes I can get it past once a week to about a week and 3 days. But again, in these colder seasons where I live, my hair gets drier much faster than usual. And even the same thing when it's hot outside in the summertime, because of that frizz that typically comes, or because of the heat that is affecting my hair, I try to wash my hair once a week. And again, I do so that way I can go ahead and make sure that I'm keeping the moisture in my hair. The longer you go with dry hair, the typically longer it's going to be for your wash day. Again, if you are able to keep your hair moisturized and locked in and refresh it throughout the week, then your washing goes last longer, and so do your wash days. And again, being a person, I'm hoping that I'm answering your questions to the best of my ability. Let's see what else we have. You're welcome. And again, I am here if you guys have any questions. If you are interested in doing a twist out, I promise you it's definitely not as hard as it looks. Just starting with the right product, starting with the right moisture, and ending off with using an oil or anything that you may use to make sure that your hair locks in that moisture to last throughout the day. That'll ensure that your twist out definitely continues to flourish throughout the week, no matter where you go. Hey, people that are just joining in as well. And again, happy Tuesday. I'm glad that I was able to come up here on you guys and hopefully provide some helpful information regarding the twist out process and anything else as far as for keeping your hair healthy, whether it's the right products or just the right method. A great method, great products equals great hair. That's the way I see it. I like you said about using top tier products. Thank you. Yes, these are top tier. I can't lie about that. These are for sure top tier. And why are they top tier? Because they don't have the harsh chemicals. They lock in that definition. And they make my hair look beautiful and smell delicious at the same time. What a combo. My kind of combo. So, again, I appreciate you guys coming up here on live with me. I thank you for the ones that have joined. And again, I am available for the next couple of minutes for any questions, any comments. Best products ever. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Absolutely. And hello to everybody that has popped in. These are my twist out results. I'll go ahead and show you guys how it looks from the side, because I like to give not just the front profile, but the side and the back as well. If you see the parting, again, this is from the twist. So typically I will go ahead and fluff my hair. As I'm fluffing my hair, I'm closing that part because I can understand how difficult it is when you have that permanent middle part. We can definitely fix that with, again, just fluffing your hair out. And if you have a pick or if you're just going to use your fingers, that's fine. Fluffing it out at the root also works well. So that way it can get rid of that parting that's there. So these are these final twist out results. And again, I thank you guys for popping up in here with me. And of course, if you have any questions regarding any products or anything else that I've discussed with you guys over live tonight, my Instagram handle is just_girlygirl. And again, be sure to, for sure, check out donnasrecipe.com so that way you guys can snag the cream and the gel and oil and use it for your next twist out. If you do decide to do a twist out, please show me. I can't wait to see it. I am excited to see that I have some people that are going to give twist out a try. I promise it's easy, super simple protective style if you're not in the mood to add any hair. And if you don't have the patience for braids, like sometimes I don't, this takes me no longer than 10-15 minutes when I'm in the shower. And even if I'm out of the shower, this doesn't take me long at all. And it lasts, and it looks pretty too. Cream and the curly gel are a game changer combo for a twist out. Absolutely. I stand on that for sure. And I will continue to stand on it as long as I do twist outs. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Because if I get results like this every time, oh, this is my kind of method. This is my thing. And again, braid outs are great, wash and goes are great, but I'm a twist out girly. Definition is my thing. That is my thing. And again, I thank you guys for joining with me on this tutorial Tuesday of the Twistout Takedown. And I appreciate you guys again for popping in and taking a look at the beautiful Donna's Recipe products that gave some beautiful results. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. I'm hoping that everything that I said today definitely was helpful for you. And I'm always available for any questions, any comments, just anything. We're girlfriends. We're family now, so I got you for anything that you guys may need. And again, thank you guys for joining with me. I look forward to seeing you guys again and seeing some twist out results myself. So have an awesome, amazing, beautiful, blessed Tuesday. And again, thank you guys for popping in and seeing my twist out takedown. Bye, guys.